Hey everybody, this is Princess Diana. I want to try to wipe this my try to wipe this off, the lens off a little bit. I don't think that makes much of a difference, but just wanted to come in today. I was listening to what's her name? Tasha K? Yeah, Tasha K? Yeah, she has like a lot of interviews. Sometimes they get messy, but sometimes she does actually have decent interviews. I think I was mentioning that I like the ones when she has interviews with people. It may not necessarily be about anything that has to do with any famous people or whatever, but just regular, everyday Joe people. But this one particular girl, this was not about Cassie and Diddy. It was about Diddy. I think he so-called had another girlfriend that nobody knew about, and she's really pretty. She gives you that Cassie vibe, put it like that. Like most of the females that he dates. Now I know of course he had a darker tone female, the one that passed away. I forgot her name, but I don't think he ever did marry her, but he had the kids by the woman. He had all his kids by her. Well, most of them, I guess. I don't know. But this young lady, all of them have to be beautiful, which ain't nothing wrong if you can. Hey, if you can pull them or you can afford them, really, really, really beautiful, gorgeous women. That's what he's into for sure. And amongst a number of other things that people say that he's into, I don't know the man, so I don't know what's going on. But from what the girl was saying was, she was his girlfriend. Nobody knew about her. She just stayed. Nobody knew about her except for like maybe the other people, that he used to work with and manage and different things like that. They knew about her. And she had 2 pregnancies by him. It was I'm not gonna say sad. It was some people would look at it as sad. I don't know the girl, so I don't know. If she's just a cute girl crying and making up some stuff. We don't know. And if the story is true of her saying she was abused by him, just like we saw Cassie, on being abused on what they showed on TV, which was not cool. She said she went through that a number of stuff like that before, and yeah, pretty much what he did to her in the hallway of that hotel. But what was I gonna say? So she kept saying, I know some people are gonna be thinking like, man, like this girl, she didn't love him, she didn't like him, and she said she wasn't feeling him at first. Like she just probably wasn't attracted to him. He's an older guy, and Diddy, even in his younger days, he was okay. He was never like I think most women would be like, yeah, alright. He he's an okay looking guy. Like he looked like he, took showers and stuff and got his hair cut all the time. Looked like he got good manicured, fingers. Probably got his feet done too. Shoot, maybe get, who knows, wax shaved all over. I don't know. But he, seemed like he's a pretty boy type. So like some people look at pretty boy as in you look pretty. No. Some people don't look pretty. Like some guys don't look pretty, but they are pretty boy. That means like the way they maintain themselves and keep themselves up, like their look and style and stuff like that. That makes them a pretty boy. But yeah, so Diddy's more like kind of like a wild, pretty boy type. If that makes sense to y'all, because like if you're younger, you don't understand, or maybe you do see what I'm saying. Like, of course, he looks, kind of a mess now. But once he, if he doesn't have those wild, I mean, I guess because what he's lived is showing on his face and stuff now. But when he was younger, his skin was smooth, and he, had the pretty boy aesthetic. I'm gonna say that, but he's definitely not a the type that a young girl or any woman will probably fawn over. But guess what he has? He has a lot of money, honey, to share and to spare. Okay, he got plenty of that. So, with that being said, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Okay, she wasn't feeling it at first. She said he asked for a number, and she came. They met again one time at a party, and he was gonna holler at her, but then I guess he backed away when he was like, "Hey, who are you with?" or whatever. And Diddy is not shy at all. He's very charismatic, and the women say he's charismatic. And he even said, 60% of the time he's really sweet, romantic, and all these things like that. And he said 40% of the time he said he's gonna be a complete a-hole. If anybody say, any dude, any man say something about being an a-hole, I don't know what the women are saying on their part, on their end. Y'all don't deal with women, but any man say something about being an a-hole, and you might want to just leave. I would say just leave him alone. Just leave him alone. If he says he's an a-hole, and plus he starts showing you he an a-hole, leave him where he is. The guy is, some people say consciously trying to run you off. He really don't want you. Maybe he does want to, keep you around so he can abuse you in all kind of ways. I don't know, but I would rather just get away. It's not that serious. Hey, have your fun. The man wined and dined you and gave you expensive gifts, extravagant trips and vacations and all kind of stuff. Hey, enjoy what you got now. Maybe sell some stuff online. I don't know. Talk about your story. Leave him alone, honey. He told you to abort. He wanted you to abort the baby. Now, okay, it's a thing to want a woman to not have the child because you just don't want to have no more kids, but to be like, you gonna get rid of that baby, right? That kind of. That's because I gotta say, okay, let's say y'all was just hooking up or whatever, or maybe he told her. We don't know because she was just telling her side. We don't know if he told her, look, I'm this age and I don't want to have no more kids. I think he had like 5 kids or something. Like, I don't want to have no more kids. I'm good on that. Just want to let you know, hey, no more kids for me. Even though you would think as rich as he is, he would have a vasectomy, which is kind of, I don't understand. Or maybe he just didn't want to have a child with her. I don't know. But long story short, or maybe I do want to make it longer. Do I want long form? Not Cassie. I forgot this young lady name. Pretty as she can be. She said she was from Nebraska and stuff, so she was starstruck, all this stuff, but she didn't like him like that. So I'm guessing with his charisma and his money, he was able to persuade her to be his woman. And he probably was like, look, guys my age and older, they know it. Most of them know how to sway a woman. They know how to. And not that old stupid stuff. I guess the young girls, I don't know, like these days how it is, but like, guys had game. They had more game. The older than me, oh, really, the older you go up, 10 years more, 20 years, gang, your granddaddy got game. Trust me, he got game. So, they grew up on game. So, Diddy's in his 50s, or late 50s or something like that. So, he's probably like, he's like, man, when you gonna be my girl? When you gonna, oh man, I'm gonna treat you good, give you all the finer things in life. Yeah, and then I think she had a daughter. Man, hey, let me take care of you, your daughter, you and your baby. I need for you to use some help. All I want is your time to see your pretty face and see a smile on that beautiful face. And, oh man, let me treat you good. These other dudes out here can't do that for you. What have you ever had? Just talking to her like that. Whatever, because she's young. She was like 21 when they met, and she might have been 22. I think she said when they got into this quote-unquote relationship that, I don't know if they really had a relationship, a committed relationship. relationship, but she had a relationship with him. So you call it situationship or whatever. They gotta give me something to eat too, y'all. Hungry. Let me think. I have to go over here and give me something to eat. Dang, y'all. The place that I want to go to, I think they're closed. I guess I'll go tomorrow. That sucks. Anyways, yeah, I think they're closed. I gotta get my butt up. Anyway, so I'll go get something to eat. What was I gonna say? I think I passed my exit. I think I'll just go get my son and then we'll get something to eat. Oh, so she mentioned, that he abused her, and then he was calling her names, and okay, the first time I think he went into a rage or something like that. Oh, she said it was like a party, and she said before that, it started off with him calling her name, out of her name all the time. He was calling her HOs and stuff, I'm saying, because it's really WH, but anyways, we used to say HOs, right? HOs and stuff like that, and probably other names, and comparing her to Cassie, telling her that Cassie was a good one and she was a bad one. So he probably purposely, he probably saw her initially and then said, she's pretty, she reminds me of Cassie, or maybe that was his type at the time. Who knows? Maybe he has this thing that he does, gathers women that are his type or whatever, just beautiful women, they look almost flawless, right? Innocent looking, very innocent looking, like them young too. But what was I gonna say? So she said he started calling out the name, so that's abusive too, y'all. I don't want, this is especially for the young girls. Older women, if you're older than me or my age, or you should know better by now. I'm gonna say definitely if you're older than me, you should definitely know better by now. Or because the only reason I'm saying it, because you should have had some kind of experience or know somebody who had that experience or something where this ain't it, okay? But for the young girls that don't know better, maybe they, like she said, she hadn't experienced anybody putting hands on her, but she said her mom had been in an abusive relationship and she saw that with her mom. So I guess she thought in her mind it was okay. We called her out the name. She's like, she just probably thought like that's nothing. We, just having an argument, or he's just mad or whatever. It's never okay for you to allow somebody to call you out of your man that you're anybody. Okay, anybody. That's just the golden rule across the board. Don't let nobody call you out your name. And then when I'm talking to the women, and if you're with a man, the women that date men or whatever, if you with a man and call you out your name, just know that's not right. Okay. Let me turn this way, y'all. So he what was I gonna say? So he called her out the name. She said every day he was calling her HOs every day. And that should have been like a sign. Okay, maybe I don't need to be with him. Maybe he don't like me. That's what I would have said. He don't like me, so he doesn't like him. So let me get on out of there, But sometimes it don't hit for people, so that should have been the first time to get out of there.
Hello, could you open the back window for me, please? Thank you so much. Perfect. Have a great day.
Yeah, that should have been the first time to get out of there. First clear sign to get out of there. A rage. Well, really, that was the first clear sign of rage. Because she spoke, because he called her names first, and then he hadn't put hands on her. The first time I think she said he put hands on her was when somebody had a party, like what's the guy's name? I forgot what his name is. It's a rapper. He looks anyways. I think he's from Baltimore or something, or Jersey. He was a real big rapper. I can't think of what his doggone name was. I thought he was under Rick Ross at first. but I guess Diddy signed him. But anyways, they had a party for him, right? And during the party, she said she was sitting behind, I guess, a big giant thing of flowers or cameras or something they were doing. And somebody, she saw the birthday boy or whoever, right? Or somebody spoke to her, and she was like, oh, by the way, happy birthday. Something simple like that. And I guess he thought in his head that he got jealous, or maybe he just